Tony Tone Show on the MPW Digital TV Celebrity Hotline. He's the lead singer of the group The Romantics, Wally Palmar, coming to town with Rick Springfield and The Fix. Let's grab him right now. Wally, are you there?
Hello, Tony.
Hey, Wally, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fine. I'm here in Detroit, Michigan, just a couple states away from you.
I was going to say, yeah, so you guys you're absolutely on the road right now, huh?
We will be firing up actually the segment of the summer, and this is going to be actually a tour, a continuation of a tour from last year that we did. 20 some odd shows with Rick Springfield, the Romantics, and last year we had Loverboy was on the bill. This year we've got a couple different bands. It's Loverboy or Night Ranger or 38 Special, but we will be coming. Hopefully close to you.
Yeah.
I have to look at my schedule.
Yeah, you know what? You guys are actually here on, I think it's August 12th with Rick and The Fix in Moline at the iWireless Center is the venue.
It figures. The one band that I forgot to mention, that's the band that's going to be right there. Crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, you are absolutely correct, Tony. We will be there then. And, it's going to be a great time. And, we just have to... We're going to do what we can to get a lot of people there as much as possible by doing our part on online or Twitter or whatever way to spur things on. And I hope that you'll be doing your job by getting people to come out to that show.
Absolutely. We've been giving away tickets and pumping it up for about 2 months now. So, Wally, isn't it interesting that you reference social media and how that can be a benefit? I mean, obviously, there's people on there that are just kind of nasty, but you can really use that as a good tool when it comes to promoting shows and new music, including the new album Up From the Rubble, right?
Well, listen, this is just the state of the art of the business, now, and you have to take part in it for, like Facebook. It probably started with that, then jumping onto Twitter and, what's the other one? Instagram and stuff like this.
Yep.
And it goes on and on, but it's just a very important, part of it of, promoting obviously yourselves and what you're doing. And for instance, what you've recorded, or if you're going to be out touring dates and all that, is just a very important. It's a very important medium right now, is what I'm saying.
Absolutely. So let's talk about the album Up From the Rubble. How long were you guys in the studio working on that? Because I know that the technology has gotten to a place, Wally, where it seems like you can get an album done relatively quickly. But was that the case for you and the Romantics when you hit the studio for Up From the Rubble?
Well, I'm going to go a little bit in depth here and just tell you that this was done in segments, and it was because of not a very pleasant situation. We were involved in a couple of litigations in court, and that put kind of not a stop, but we had to go work around that, and we had tour dates. So because we've never really stopped playing, we've continuously, thank God, been able to get quite a few shows lined up for us for the last, 20 years or so. But for the last few, we've kind of built up a lot of momentum. And so we've kind of been forced to go do these recording sessions in segments. And, we pull together sometimes 3 songs at a time, sometimes 4 or 5, whatever, enough to get this group of songs together. So we did the recording, and the actual finished product will not be out, as far as I'm aware, within the next few weeks. But we've been putting songs out sporadically here. For instance, 2 songs out at the beginning of or at the end of last year, and then a couple of songs that just came out a couple of weeks ago, which were a version of Daydream Believer and the version of We Gotta Get Out of This Place.
Yeah, I see that.
So songs,
those are both
Daydream Believer. Yes, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say both those songs are such classics. So I'm a huge fan of Eric Burdon and the Animals.
Oh, great.
Was that just like, are you friends with Eric and you wanted to take on We Gotta Get Out of This Place, or what made you choose that song, Wally?
No, this was brought to our attention by a very close friend and confidant here, and she actually wanted us to do a version of this for for purposes, possibly licensing purposes, or whatever. And it was brought to our attention, and we go, well, let's do the song, but everyone is so familiar with the Animals version. We're going to do it. We'll do we'll give it our twist, so to speak.
Oh, I love that.
Take on it.
Yeah, I love that.
And it's a little different, but it stays very true to not only the Animals version, but it stays very true to the original version, of the song, which we pulled up to get all the lyrics in place. I wanted to make sure that it stayed very, very true to that. So we kind of worked all those factors in to our version of the song.
Wally, the Romantics were formed in Detroit in 1976. What's changed with hitting the road and doing live shows between then and now in 2016? Is it kind of similar, or are we doing things differently? What can we expect at the show August 12th in Moline?
Well, we'll be doing a kind of an aborted set because we're the opening band on there. So we'll be, I think we're getting 30 to 40 minutes there. So we're going to give, hey, Tony, first of all, you got to give the people what they want, right? So we're going to give them whatever we feel that they paid their money to come out to see us perform these songs. So we're going to put together the best group of songs we possibly can, and it's our job as an opening band to make a lot of noise, number one, and to get people away from the concession stands and in their seats.
Right.
So hopefully we'll be able to accomplish that.
Yeah, no, I think you will, and I think that with the string of hits that the Romantics have under your belt, respectively, that people will definitely love it, and I also like that you guys value the importance of continuing to put new songs out and to interpret some classics, and it seems like, Wally, that you're going to stay busy for the next few years or so. And I think that's great because, like we have Alice Cooper's radio show on here at night, and I've got to meet Alice several times. He's 68 years old, and he told me he wouldn't know what to do with himself if he wasn't making music and playing shows. Are you kind of in the same category?
Are you kidding? He's great. I mean, I had a chance to meet him, myself, and he's a fellow Detroiter too,
right?
And he was around here playing when myself and the other guys from the Romantics were growing up and going to see his band and all these other Detroit bands playing at that time. So, but in answer to your question, we just really enjoy what we're doing, and I was just talking to someone else about this. It's very interesting to see the wide range of people that when we do shows that will come out, you get people that are a touch older, let's just say, in a good way, because I'm no spring chicken myself, but fans that have been with us from when we started back in the late 70s, early 80s, up till now, where there's a new generation, and some of it we have to thank other bands, like for instance 5 Seconds of Summer, who did a version of What I Like About You, and they made that fairly popular.
Right.
And for us to see a younger generation come to our shows too, that makes it all worthwhile, and it's just fun. And you're probably right. I guess Alice was right. What the heck else would I be doing?
Listen, I know you're busy this morning, Wally. I can't wait to see you guys, along with the Romantics, The Fix, and Rick Springfield, August 12th, iWireless Center, Moline. It's been a pleasure chatting with you, and I'll see you in a couple weeks or so, okay?
That sounds great. Once again, thank you for having me on this morning.
You're welcome. We encourage everybody to keep your eyes and ears out for Up From the Rubble from the Romantics, and you can grab that on iTunes soon. Wally, thanks, man.
Okay, thank you, Tony.
Be well. Bye.